So, I have found another video coming up throughout my timeline now of crazy videos coming up. And as you can see, alien abduction. But this is not why I'm covering it. It is where and how it happened. First off, it literally happened out there, and as you can see, bear with me. Pascagoula. Of course, I immediately went to Google Maps. The only thing that caught my eye on this is how it happened. And as you can see, it's off the Gulf of Mexico. It is near Biloxi Blues, if anybody's ever seen that movie. Biloxi. I want to say that's part of Mississippi. I got a closer image. I did not get the river use SOB. But what has made me really voyage into this was the two fishermen that was at that river near the Gulf, because they called them, they don't say the exact, but I had to put two and two together because they said, oh, a guy from the Gulf at the Pascagoula River, they were out there fishing off the shore, and literally out of nowhere, right, alien ship. Now this guy said this happened like 1977, and he just, when did this come out? I don't know when it came out, damn it. I forgot to put down when it came out. But I mean, the guy wrote a book. There was a friend of his he was with. He wrote a book, but he passed away. And due to the fact that, you know, he's getting older now and health declining, he wanted to tell the story. And of course, like anybody else, like the 1977 Bigfoot encounter in Ashburnham, or wherever the hell it is, because the friggin' guy don't give, you know, great directions. I'm still on the hunt for that, where the railroad tracks and Ashburnham line and he meets New Hampshire, which near Route 12 ain't no goddamn good help, even though there is a lot of abandoned railroad out that way. Been trying to find it, but that guy in 77 didn't want to tell people either, because, of course, back in them days, you come out with stories like this, they think you're crazy. And of course, they're going to make you look crazy so the government or whatever knows about alien life don't get you, you know, publicity. Don't get people wondering, you know, what the hell's going on? Why is all these aliens coming out? I think they have slowed down. But like I say, underneath this is what gets me. And this is what really gets me, is because I think it came out of the river. Once again, we're going through this, you know, and this river is friggin' long. It goes halfway up the state, I believe. Like up above Mississippi there. And it, you know, spawns off into different regions of the river, but it stops in places and it's very hard to follow. But you notice it ended up over there, probably where the green line is above Mississippi, actually right there. I think it ends like where this line is that's cut off. In between the long route. Ended up there somewhere, but it came all the way down into the Gulf and it spliced off in different places. But once again, that's what caught my attention, was the alien coming around water, a river, so forth. What is really beneath us is the question. I did have something else I had up, but more serpents. But I've covered so many of them now, it's just getting old. But this is getting really insane. About how many times in the past that somebody has encountered this stuff. And I believe, right, all these ships coming out in the past, I believe maybe come up with this thought and theory that they maybe were building tunnels underneath us all along. And they just had to finish them. So, I mean, coming in and out and abducting people too, just... And what I think they wanted to do is just to find out how dangerous we were. See if we would be dangerous to them. Because, millions of stars, millions of galaxies, whatever the hell is out there. Of course they want to know if they're safe. And I mean, if there hasn't been many sightings, I mean, there has been, but no abductions. I think they already got us cased. And, no, there's no threat. I mean, they can see down here, we're destroying ourselves anyway, so why add in? But, them damn tunnels and how they come out, and I think that's got a lot to do, man, with their traveling in these depths and caves and, all kinds of caverns they have. And, I believe they all lead to tunnels underneath. And when they come up out of the river like this and the stories have been told, and still want to get out to that one in Western Mass, see what comes out then. But coming out of this river and, just makes you wonder what could be beneath us. And it's just insane, man, because more and more stories just keep popping up. People ain't afraid to tell them like it is back in the day. So, I mean, yeah, back then, either you get kidnapped by the government and they tell you to shut your mouth, or hell, they put you in the side. Oh, that guy's crazy. He's making up stuff. But bullshit. No way is it any made up crap. It's too many stories, too many sightings now. And these guys passed lie detector tests. So if anyone want to check out this news, Fox 10 there, is what you would look up. But crazy, just crazy. And like I say, them underground tunnels, to me, boy, I believe there's something under there. There's no depths in these lakes or rivers. And oh yeah, there was another thing. That's what I wanted. I must have put it in my email, but there is a river with a tunnel under it as we speak in Massachusetts. Let's see if I can get it up. I saw this the other day, only in your state. And it only goes to show, just like in Connecticut, they got their own little, tunnel underneath Halford. I can't even remember the name. Oh, man, what? Hartford, Connecticut. Let me see. River flows, underground river flows right through Massachusetts. underground river, which to me could be one of them underground tunnels I speak of and got filled up with water. Or, like these old serpents that travel across and stuff. The sightings back in the day, that could be too. But I believe there's goddamn more than just, where the hell is it? Under us than people realize or even can imagine. Now, if I can get it up. Tell you what town it's in. I forgot. I might not. Oh, there it is. Waterfall cave systems are otherwise directed through an underground passage. Massachusetts scenic rivers actually flows underground. Oh, it's located in Cape Cod. Now, see, this came up the other day. And just like this damn friggin' river and this alien and blah, blah, blah out there in that river that I just covered with the man. So Cape Cod, out by the ocean. Underground river. So, yeah, it ain't gonna load up too good. But all these waterways, tunnels, whatever the case may be, I think it's a damn tunnel that got filled up with water and so forth. Flows north to Mill Pond. Beneath the charming villages and scenic landscapes of the Cape, let alone one that nearly divides the Cape in half. Almost bisects Cape Cod. So it must flow pretty much all on the Cape Cod. So there's right there proof to me that I'm getting closer to something with these underground tunnels. And when you got stories like this coming up, of course, that Matthew Broderick, Biloxi Blues. If anybody ain't seen that movie yet, watch it. Damn funny as hell. I'm starting to think of it now because I keep seeing that name, man. Yeah, boy, it's an old war movie, but like Vietnam War or something, but it's funny. But the more and more I look at this and the more and more stuff come up about these underground this, and that, brings me to my proof. I'm declaring that I'm putting it on the map that there's underground tunnels and they're used by aliens. And, well, maybe sea creatures. Maybe the sea creatures had them damn things. Or maybe the aliens made the sea creatures, or they're just sea creatures from the dinosaur era that have finally deceased. But all in all, everything, oh man, it's just getting nuts. Crazy to even think. And with this story coming up with this guy, makes me think more that what I come up with is proof. Till that next video, be safe, take care, and believe, highly believe. This stuff is becoming no joke, especially when I just showed you a river that's all, folks. Underneath the Cape. That's right. Out.